Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Miguel from the Children's Bread Deliverance Ministry Church here in Maryland. And today I want to talk to you about raising your children. Okay, so today I'm going to give you some godly steps that we get from the Bible in order to raise your children. Now, I have 6 children, so I have a lot of experience raising children. So I want to share some of that with you. I think that will help you. If you're a new parent, this will help you make sure that your child grows the correct way, that they go the right way. And if if you kind of slacked off on some of these steps, you could go ahead and rectify that now, okay, as soon as possible, so that your child will not depart from the way they should go. So the first thing we have to say is that children are a blessing to you. Is they're a blessing from God to you. You're gonna be held responsible for your children and for raising your children, and God takes that very seriously. Okay, so it tells us here in Psalm 127, 3-5, that sons are indeed a heritage from the Lord, offsprings are a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the sons born in one's youth. Happy is the man who has filled his quiver with them. They will never be put to shame when they speak with their enemies at the city gate. So God is saying that children are blessings to you in Psalm 127, 3-5, and it tells you that they're a blessing from God. So therefore, we are to, guide our children, make sure that they are raised the correct way. So today I'm going to give you 3 steps that you could use to make sure that your child is raised correctly, okay? Proverbs 22:6 says that we should raise a child, right? It says here, we are to train a child in the way they should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from that way, okay, that you teach him. So how exactly do we raise a child the correct way? Well, the first thing we need to keep in mind is that we are our child's model. So a child always looking at what we do. You can't tell a child not to do something if you're doing it. You can't tell a child they can't drink beer when you're doing that. You can't tell a child not to do drugs when you're doing drugs. You can't tell a child to drink, not to drink alcohol when you're doing that, or drugs, or smoking, or anything. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're a model. A child's constantly looking at you, and if you do these things, they're gonna do it too as they grow, and the excuse is always gonna be like, "You did it, mom. You did it, pop." So you gotta make sure that you stay away from these things, what we call bad habits. Okay, bad habits doesn't only have to be drugs. It could be you have spending, issues of spending, where you make bad financial decisions. Your children are looking at everything you do, right? And if you're poor because you made bad financial decisions, your child's gonna follow you, and they're gonna be poor because their mindset, the ability for them to see things differently is not there. Why? Because you never were a model for them. You were never the correct model for them. Okay, that goes for bad relationship. You could be in a bad relationship all your life. Your child's looking at that. They're gonna have bad relationships. Health problems. So you have health problems. You like to sit on the couch and not do anything and just eat Doritos. All right. What do you think your child's gonna be if you never worked, never seen you work, never seen you do any type of labor? They're gonna be lazy too. So it's important for you, to change your behavior so that they see what you're doing, that you're doing the right thing, that you always do ethical, moral things, and they will follow you as they grow, right? Because you are their model. You are the child's more influential person, okay? Until you get to high school and college, then things change. And this is why you need to make sure the foundation is there so that when they get to high school and college, their mindset, their belief system about God, who God is, doesn't change, all right? And it goes down to modeling your child seeing you pray, getting down on your knees and praying, your child seeing you read the Word of God, your child seeing you go to church and being a good Christian, okay? So they also will become a good Christian. So modeling is very important in order to raise a child the correct way. They are always watching. They're like sponges, and they pick up everything, right? Good and bad. So you have to make sure that you are a good role model for your child so that the devil does not take advantage of that. And as a result, what's going to happen is the cycle is going to repeat. Everything you did, your child's going to do. So change now so that your child will also change, okay? So number 2 is management. So a parent must be constantly assessing their child and correcting when needed. So obviously, you need to management will be uh, looking at your child's life and correcting him as needed or her. Right? A parent must be a guide. If you're not guiding your children, guess who's gonna guide your children? The devil's gonna guide your children. Okay. Through the public school system and through other people. Other people are going to be there for you. So if you don't give your child the proper advice, if you don't sit down with your child and you give them the proper advice, then what's going to happen is somebody else is going to give them advice. And what kind of advice are they going to get from somebody? Not a godly advice, not a parent advice, right? Not somebody that So you have to grow in the relationship with your children, right? You have to have a really close relationship with your children where they trust you. Child must be able to trust you. Okay. A child must be taught right and wrong. So when a child does something wrong, you need to tell them this is wrong. Not only tell them why this is wrong, but you also have to tell the child why it is wrong. Don't tell the child because I say so. Most parents, that's what they do. So it is very important that the child is instructed on why they did wrong, right? And when they do something good, you should instruct your child on why they did something good and reward the child for good behavior, okay? Let's see here. Child must know there's always someone there for them when they feel the loneliest. Tell them Jesus Christ is with them because he never leaves them or forsake them. Jesus Christ is always with them. So when the parents are not there, they should always rely on Jesus. Even when the parent is there, they should rely on Jesus. But especially when the parent is not there, is not able to have access to the child should feel comfortable, feel good that Jesus Christ is always there for you, okay? Isolation is the devil's favorite tool. He likes to isolate people. So the child needs to know that Jesus Christ is there for them, okay? Discipline must be implemented. And that doesn't mean whipping your child or taking out the stick and hitting your child. Discipline means that obviously there has to be some kind of reprimand, but that has to come, like I said before, with some kind of directions on why you're upset and why you feel like the child has to be punished. Okay, there has to be accountability. The child has to have some kind of accountability. The child must have some kind of chores in the home. Certain behaviors must be ingrained within the child until it become a habit. Why is it needs to become a habit? So when the child grows, when the child becomes older, they'll remember to do certain things that you had them do when they were a child, and they will do it without even questioning. Okay, so that's why you need to have time to read the Bible, to talk about the Word of God, to pray together, and so it becomes a habit. So when they become older, even when they don't feel like doing it, that's what a habit is. Even when they don't feel like doing it, they'll do it because it's a habit to do it. Okay, so a lot of people that are involved in sports, they have to train even when they don't want to. Why? Because it's discipline. They're disciplined to do that, right? They're disciplined to constantly get up in the morning to run or to do whatever they have to do. We have to be the same as Christians. We have to discipline. The child has to make sure that they have chores they have to do, and they have to implement those chores, and they have to be held accountable when they don't do the chores. Okay. So there has to be consequences for their action. Like I said, an explanation must be given both for reward and punishment. Many parents will just say this is not right. Just say no, and this is not right. Okay. Remember, wisdom is knowledge plus action. Instill wisdom in your child, right? So when your child makes a mistake, give them knowledge first. Give them knowledge. Obviously, instruct the child. Give them knowledge, and then have them apply whatever. And then when they make a mistake, then make sure that you correct that, and that's what we call wisdom. So they'll remember that, which is step number 3, memories. They'll remember that, and they won't make the same mistake twice. Okay. A parent must create memories with a child may rely on good memories, right? We don't want bad memories, because bad memories could cause what we call soul wounds and things like that, pain that is very hard to get over, and this child could become resentful and bitter. So it's important that you create good memories with your child. So when your child remembers you, your child will go to you when they have a problem, right? Your child could trust you because they have good memories. They know exactly how you will react when they, when they do something wrong. Okay. Good memories and bad memories shape the way your child will make a decision. So therefore, create good memories with your children. All right. So as a recap, those are the three things. As a recap, remember, number one is obviously modeling. Be a model for your child. Number two is management. Make sure that you guide your child, that you give them direction, right? And you guide them. And number three is that you create good memories with your child, because it is important for them to trust you, right? So it's important for them to trust you. And always remember to tell them that Jesus Christ is always with them, that He'll never leave them or forsake them, and that they can always count on Him, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you. I hope that it was you find some benefit from the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment below. God bless you guys, and we'll see you soon. God bless.